World of Warcraft is a game of endless possibilities. Thousands of items, achievements, mounts, transmog, toys, titles, pets, and so much more. But what if I told you I'm about to take on the most insane challenge Azeroth has to offer? One expansion, one goal, 100% completion. The twist? I'm locking myself into a single expansion. No skipping ahead, no shortcuts, until I've collected everything. That means every achievement, every mount, every pet, every toy, every quest, every rare spawn. If it's part of the expansion, it's on my list. It's going to be grueling, it's going to be epic, and it's probably going to break me. But hey, someone's got to do it, right? So grab your Hearthstone, stock up on snacks, and get ready to join me on this ultimate journey, as I prove that no expansion can hold me back, until I've completed it all. Welcome to World of Warcraft Expansion Locked. Hey everyone, welcome back to Expansion Locked. In our previous episode, I got exalted with the Court of Harvesters, completed the Mythic Naffin Smith Vendor in Ardenweald, got the Boar Soul Shape from Walls of Draenor Time Walking, got the mount from the Night Fae Covenant Assaults, did a random kill at the Maldraxxus Arena and got the mount there also, finally did some leveling on my warrior which is now level 60, and finally I got the Ascendant reputation to Exalted, which gives us a total of 29.76 collected on the Shadowlands expansion. But we still have 70% left to collect, so let's get into it. Today is the start of a fresh reset, which means it's time to do our weekly routine of all 3 raids and the 2 weekly quests. But before we do that, I have something to show you. Logged on this morning, today, and I didn't even realise we hit 30.30%. I didn't realise we went up to 30%. I've refreshed it loads of times, but yeah, we're officially 30.30% collected in all the Shadowlands. Let's freaking go. That's sweet. I'm really proud of myself for that. 30%. Let's go. Only 70% more and we've done it. For some reason, all the things I done must have not refreshed in our last episode. So now we are 30% fully collected in Shadowlands, which is a huge milestone. Next on my weekly routine is Covenant Assaults, and I got an unexpected achievement. A United Front achievement? What's this? Complete all 4 Covenant Assaults in the Maw. Nice, dude. Nice. We've got a freaking achievement. Let's go. But not only that, whilst in Korthia, I got another unexpected achievement. Ooh. Okay, we just got the Death Advance as well to Exalted, and we got 35 Exalted reputations. Let's go. Sweet, as if, dude, that's 3 this week we've got Exalted. Holy shit. And another one. Good hunting. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit Exalted with the Undying Army. Another GG's, let's go, dude. Nice. Achievements are just flying out of this episode, but now we've finished the weekly routine, it's time to head to Ardenweald and see what we have left to do in the zone. Looking through all the things mini-tab for the zone can be quite daunting at first, but once you get used to what you're actually looking at, it's really simple. Now mainly on this list are rare spawns and battle pair achievements, which I have mentioned in our previous episodes. Now what I didn't expect on this list is world quest achievements, and to be honest I didn't know these were a thing until now. Luckily, one world quest is up today, which is called Something Is Not Quite Right. For this achievement we head to the theatre near the heart of the forest, and to get this achievement we need to find 8 boggarts who are disguised as Ardenweald creatures 8 times in a row without getting it wrong in under 20 minutes. Now there are 2 ways to find these boggarts. Firstly, you can use a Demon Hunter and use his Spectral Sight ability that lets you see the enemies. But I don't have a Demon Hunter yet, so I don't fancy going back to level 1 yet just for this achievement. The easiest way to find the boggarts is to hover over the creature NPCs, and all the things tooltip will tell you if it's a boggart or not, as it will have the achievement in the tooltip. Once you find a creature with the achievement in the tooltip, just interact with the creature and kill the boggart. Now this should be an easy achievement, but Blizzard has a way of making Shadowlands a really buggy expansion, just like the Tormentor rares in the Maw, and using the flight path from Oribos to the heart of the forest, which just crashes your game and kicks you out to the login screen. And this achievement is no different. Unfortunately I found 8 boggarts in time, but the achievement wasn't given to me. So this is a failed attempt on this achievement and I will have to wait until it is fixed for me to complete it. I mean I didn't guess it wrong, so let's try it. Nah, it didn't count. Successfully queues expose 8 boggarts in a row during the war quest to a crowd in under 20 minutes without guessing incorrectly, which I did. Rigged? Yeah, that's rigged, dude. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, as another world quest is up that has an achievement. This achievement is called a bit of this, a bit of that. This achievement requires you to collect 12 supply baskets and then hand them in to 6 different characters. The only problem is that you can only hand it into one of the 6 characters per world quest. But there is a trick where you can hand them in to all 6 characters and one attempt. All you have to do for this trick is get in a raid group with other players, which for some strange reason doesn't hand in all the supply baskets, which allows you to hand in all 6 supplies to all 6 characters, which then gives us the achievement. There we go. A bit of this and a bit of that completed world quest. Achievement. My first world quest achievement. Shit, let's go, dude. Nice. Wish to get it done. We are finally back at the Queen's Conservatory. I think it's been a few episodes since we've last been here, so let's see what our wild seeds we planted a couple of days ago will give us today. Yes, so today we're going to actually... Oh, actually got a soul. Shit. Let's go, guys. We've got the snapper soul. Sweet. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got this snapper turtle from the Queen's Conservatory. Very nice. And how many more have we got left to collect now? We total have 33 out of 73 soul shapes collected. So yeah, no. We get in there. We get in there, chat. We get in there. Not only did we get the snapper soul, but we finally unlocked the Queen's Conservatory to level 4. Here we go. Yes, let's go. So it's researching. So we've got a level 4 Queen's Conservatory in research right now. It takes a day, so back tomorrow. Sweet. Now I only need to get the Queen's Conservatory to level 5, and then I've officially leveled all the Nightfade Covenant features to the maximum levels. But since we got the Queen's Conservatory to level 4, I got a quest to collect a Divine Spirit. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do this right now, because I need to check if a daily in Corfia is up before I log off. Razor Wing Talons, hand this world quest in, and we got the Leggings of the Twilight Grow, which we haven't got. Nice, so that's another piece added to the collection. Sweet, and this collection is, yeah, so it's this set, Groove the Guardians of Regalia, and we have 5 pieces of the full set. We only need 4 more pieces of the set, so we need 4 more of these dailies to appear, and we have the full set for Nightfade, so that is getting there, slowly but surely. It's a good thing I checked before I had to log off. I will leave Tubestick here for tomorrow and see if any more dailies in Corfia pop up to be done to collect more pieces of the Twilight Grove set. The next day arrives and I can't believe my luck. I have 2 dailies up which will give me 2 more items towards collecting the full set. What we got?
I stand ready.
Yes! Got a headpiece. Sick.
No mercy for our prey.
We've got 2. Get in. Fucking buzzing. Right, okay. So now we have the Drape of the Twilight Grove.
Glory to the wild hunt.
And we also have the Horde of the Twilight Grove, which we both need. So we both have both of them now. So now, nearly a full set. We're literally missing 2 items now for this full set. Which isn't bad, really. So I've just got to make sure the dailies are up again. After collecting 3 more pieces of the Twilight Grove set, I head back to Ardenweald. Now an ATT mini for the Ardenweald zone at the top of the list. There's been an item to collect which I've been very confused about, which was to collect this big drill. I did some research and it turns out to collect this big drill I have to be a Dark Iron Dwarf. So what Dark Iron Dwarves have are a racial called Mole Machine, which allows them to teleport all around Azeroth, which they can collect in every zone. Unfortunately, I don't have a Dark Iron Dwarf unlocked yet, so I had to go out of Shadowlands and go on my Alliance character, Soothdaddy. With Soothdaddy, we headed over to the Alliance Embassy and started the little quest chain to unlock the Dark Iron Dwarfs, which had me going to some classic WoW raids for the first time, but we wasn't in those raids for very long and we completed this quest chain very easily. Now it's time to make another new character, which has to be Dark Iron Dwarf. So everyone say hello to Shadow Sham, my new Shaman ult. Luckily making an ally race, you're already level 10 when you start, so I was able to save a bit of time with that. Once Shadow Sham arrived in Shadowlands, we got straight to work. We skipped the main story, picked Ardenweald as his covenant, took the flight path from Oribos to Ardenweald, and used ATT and TomTom to find the drill we needed in Ardenweald. Okay. Oh, it's done. There we go. Was that it? Was that it really? I just had to just do that and right click it and now it's done. All right, that was easy. I thought that was going to be a pain in the ass, but it wasn't. Sweet. I haven't looked at the other zones if they have a drill to collect, but I'm sure they will have. So at least we were prepared with Shadowlands for the next zones if that's the case. Now we are finished on Shadowlands, and the next day we return back to Tube Stake. I thought I would head back to the Queen's Conservatory to do the quest for the Divine Soul. Whilst there, I noticed on ATT Mini the Queen's Conservatory has a lot of quests to do. I think doing the Divine Soul quest may be a great opportunity to collect these other quests that are here too. So I collected all the quests that I could do in the Queen's Conservatory at this point. The first quest had been meditating in Otherworld in a certain location, then I had to collect 4 samples of essence from each of the Covenant zones, and the last quest led me out of the Shadowlands to the High Mountain in Legion, which had me meditate on top of High Mountain. After my trip outside of Shadowlands, I returned to hand these quests into the Queen's Conservatory. There is still a lot more quests to do here, and some are only available once a week, so I will definitely need to return here at some point to get more quests done. But I cannot forget I need to finish this Divine Soul quest, which leads me back to the other side dungeon in Ardenworld, where I need to kill the last boss Muzala to get the Divine Soul. Again, this did not take long at all, and we went back to the Queen's Conservatory and handed in the final quest. Since we're at the Queen's Conservatory, let me explain a few items we actually need to collect from this feature. Now, I have already explained we have to collect a lot of the items from growing wild seeds and how they work in episode 2. But what I forgot to mention is the Queen's Conservatory has its own vendor, which has items I need to collect also. And some of these items are locked behind level 5 Queen's Conservatory, which is going to cost me around 15,000 anima and 77 souls from them all. The main thing I really want to collect from the vendor is the Queen's Conservatory transmog set, which has 4 different variants to collect: plate, mail, leather and cloth. And again, these cost a lot of anima. So after we finish the Court Night vendor, which we're working on right now, I'm going to focus on the Queen's Conservatory and get that to level 5, and maybe work on the vendor inside. But for now, I want to head back to Ardenworld Zone and work on a soul shape I'm missing. That soul shape is called the Frog Soul Shape, which you can get by fishing anywhere in the Shadowlands. But the drop rate for this soul shape is very low. Supposedly in Ardenworld, this has a 0.1% drop rate in Ardenworld, a 0.7% drop in Zereth Mortis, and all sorts of different drop rates in different zones. But in the comments, some people are getting it between 100 casts to 500 casts. So let's try and see how long it takes to actually get this Frog Soul Shape. Yeah, I bet over 200 easy for this. I reckon anyway. Oh no, I was wrong. Okay, 15 casts. And we got the soul. Okay, we have the Frog Soul Shape, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can run around as a frog. Sweet. Luckily, after getting the Frog Soul Shape, we are now sitting at 30.80% collected in the Shadowlands expansion. And I think this is a good spot to finish this episode of Expansion Land. If you enjoyed this video to the end, just want to say a big massive thank you for watching. A big shout out to my Twitch subs, YouTube members who support me every single week. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more Expansion Lot episodes. And if you want to watch this channel live, you can on Twitch and this very channel on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.